so slow. We are finally on the air, but I'm gonna have to get the. I've been looking into the Google Wi-Fi situation. I get some coins up. I'm gonna invest in that so my internet won't be so doggone slow as it is. But that's all good because we are episode 11, Sunday Night Vibe podcast at SNV Podcast Worldwide. We thank you for joining us. Today, we was kicking off just myself and Nadia, and Claire may jump in a little bit later if possible. But Nadia, what's up?
Nothing. This week, man, has been kind of eventful, but not really. Like, you know, you get that, you feel like everything just going, but ain't nothing really happening. Yeah, I guess right now we kind of prepping for the fair because the fair is in town.
Awesome.
The Coastal Carolina Fair. So we prepping to go, and then I'm supposed to be starting a new job, so I had to do all that, get all that situated. Then trying to get my website back in one piece because I've been on there since a year. That's too long to have your viewers waiting a whole entire year. So I had to do all that.
That's a long time.
Crazy, man. My world's like flipped.
I haven't been to the fair in ages.
Say it again.
I haven't been to the fair in ages.
Yeah.
Ages. Like, because I don't really trust fair rides, so I just really walk around and eat elephant ears.
Boom, funnel cake. Right?
That's why I go to the fair.
That's exactly what I said. I want to go try an elephant ear. I might get on one.
That's my stuff. Elephant ear, maybe with some apple topping on there.
Ooh. Yo, they have this new flavor. It's called cherry wine something. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna do that flavor, but people saying it's good. I don't know about that.
Cherry wine, what?
Like the cherry wine.
Cherry wine,
the soda.
Yeah.
So I guess what they're doing is, because I mean, I saw a picture of it, so it kind of has that red tint to it. So I don't know if instead of that, you know how you can get like the it's like a cherry sauce flavor or whatever that is flavor they put on top of it, and then they'll sprinkle the powder.
Right.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that. So I don't know if it was like cherry wine sauce type of flavor, or if the batter had cherry wine in it. I don't know, but you know, I don't drink soda, so I mean, I don't know how that's gonna taste. I can only imagine.
Okay, that's what the fair is all about. Experimenting with the weird food. Was it your fried Snickers and another weird junk food? So fair is all about. So, man,
I always keep it safe and go to the elephant ear. So.
Yeah, I usually stick to what I know. Elephant ears, funnel cakes. That's usually the go-to. Man, Nadia, I had my first experience with a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. I know you did one not too long ago, right?
Yeah,
Didn't you go on a family cruise?
Went on the family cruise, yeah. Y'all went. That's right. Okay, what? It was your first time.
So, well, I didn't go on a cruise now. I ain't going on a cruise. I said my first experience on a cruise.
I was about to say, like, how was that?
I wish. So I got to do a private tour of the Disney Dream cruise ship out of Port Canaveral. So me and 7 other people, we got a private tour. The Disney Dream had docked to unload passengers from the previous cruise, and then they were getting busy and getting going for the cruise that was going to leave that afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
This was on Friday, so I never been on a cruise. Never even thought about really going on a cruise, because like when I go to vacation, my ideal place is all inclusive at a resort on an island. Mm-hmm. So that's what I've gotten to do a couple times. Not a lot, but a couple times. And you know, I know I have my food, and then I have my excursions, and I know cruises offer that too. But my thing that really scared me away from cruises was sitting with other people. If you don't go with family and friends, if you don't book together,
right,
they put you with someone based on age and maybe you got kids, so they try and group it as best as possible and just stick you with somebody.
Wow.
And that's awkward for me. I'm not trying to be at dinner sitting next to a whole, people I don't know, because you got some weirdos. Now you can opt out because cruise ships have other dining options, right? But you miss that experience. So, for example, on the Disney cruise, they have three totally different restaurants, and each has a different genre that they're serving, genre of food that they're serving. It's different atmosphere. So you go one night here, then they schedule to go to a different one each night that you're on there. So if you stuck with someone you don't like and you try and opt out, then you're missing that experience.
Right.
So that's why I kind of was like, iffy. And then also, I always had in my mind, as big as the cruise ships are, well, it's not, as big as they are, it just seems like there's a lot of people that you just get away from me. Like, can I get some space? Can I get some room?
Whoa.
Like, how was your experience with the pool? Like, you try and go to the pool and like you can barely get a toe in. Like, how was your experience just walking around? Was it crowded or was it spacious? Because they are so big.
It was pretty spacious. Cause it was weird. It's like we knew. I don't know how. Okay, it's like this. And this, you probably be like, well, y'all really didn't do nothing then. Because mostly during the daytime, we spent time inside our cabin. Like, when I know, right? When the, we didn't want to go to the, how they'll go to some of the islands that's actually owned by them.
Yeah.
It wasn't really fun. It was like, once you stepped off the boat, then it was just like, okay, y'all could go here, and everything, it seemed like everything costs money. The only thing you could do is just sit, like, walk on the beach and just chill. And we was like, nah, we rather just wait till we actually get to Bahamas and, then we explore. And then, we'll do stuff like we'll go to the casino, we'll go to like the game room, or we'll go to like the, I think they had karaoke. So it's like we knew exactly what events to go to that, was that the people who was there ranged around our ages. Because it was mostly the adults there. And it was like a few people around our age. So we knew exactly where to go. If that kind of makes sense. So we knew, okay, on let's say on Thursday night, we knew the club was where the scene was going to be. So there was only people our age really on it, and mostly the adults was out at dinner or in a casino or doing, whatever stuff. So I don't know, we kind of avoided most of the crowd. It's kind of weird how we did it. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think, it seems like a city with, within that, it doesn't seem like it'll get crowded.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my concern. Like, I ain't trying to be amongst a bunch of people on my vacation, just all of, on me. I gotta like kind of part the Red Sea to walk around. That's my when I envision a cruise, that's what I envision. Teeny tiny rooms.
Right.
Then you get out and there's all kind of people just sweating and all over the place. I ain't trying to mess with all that. But so that was my perception walking onto the cruise. So
yeah. Now the thing that gets on my nerve when it gets crowded is the first, like when you first get on the cruise, you have to stand in this long line.
Right.
And then when you're about to get off, that's the only thing I really hated. And that's the only time I was actually waited on anything. And that I saw, it was like a bunch of people together. That was the only time, but
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
You should definitely go on like a 3-day,
man.
a 3-day one.
Listen, idiot. I took that tour.
Yeah.
And I fell in love.
You did? Oh man,
that thing, it was so amazing. And like, mind you, nothing's going on. The ship is empty besides the crew. The crew are getting ready for the next group of people. So we just walk around. We had our tour guide had been over, she worked for Disney and had been on over 45 cruises. So she's done every service from, massage to basketball, everything that the boat could offer. And so she's given us all the inside and outs of a Disney cruise and everything it offers. Because another thing was like, you mentioned about, y'all don't want to pay for a bunch of extra stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so with the Disney cruise, it's a little bit more expensive than your typical Carnival, but like the soda, you don't have to buy like a soda package and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. They got Broadway caliber shows on there that you can watch every night. Did the one, this may be common on other ships, did they have a movie theater on y'all's cruise ships?
I know we had I don't think it was a movie theater unless there was that the screen came down and then it was just the stage. But I didn't see why they have one on the Disney cruise.
They definitely have one. They may even have two. I don't want to lie about the second one, but they got a full movie theater on there that plays, of course, Disney movies. But if there's new Disney movies that come out, like the Nutcracker's coming out in a week, I think, or sometime this week. So it was playing this past weekend. So it was shown a little bit early. So you can go watch a movie, and then and they have a room service 24/7. You just tip your waiter, and you can get your food anytime or whatever else you need. But yeah, so I mean, I'm just hearing all these little things like, okay, all right, that's nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's kind of nice too. And then we got kids, so we like, all right, we got kids. How are they gonna work on a cruise ship? But they have hangouts. It's broken up basically from a nursery to kids 3 to 14. And then 14 to 17. And
that's pretty dope.
Drop your kids off, and they've got, they can make, there's cooking lessons that they can do. You can, craft room. They got Xboxes, like all these, like, they have the floor. I don't know if you've seen the floor where the kids will step on it and they can interact. They've got 2 of those. I mean, it's like ridiculous. So you could drop your kids off. Yeah. They're having a blast, so it's not like daycare. They're doing crazy fun things, and then you could go to the adult section of the pool, which has your lounges and your bars. If you smoke, they have a cigar. You can purchase cigars. You can. It's it's amazing. You got like virtual games, where like you do like. The virtual reality golf swings. Mm-hmm. And it was like so much to it.
It sounds like they thought everything. It's accommodating for everybody. They really did. Because on the cruise it wasn't like that.
It was what?
It wasn't really like that with the cruise we were on. I don't think they broke it down to age levels and. Mm-hmm. And down to nurseries and stuff like that, but that sounds pretty lit. I ain't got no children, but okay.
Listen, I know a lot of people who go with no children. Like the person who gave us tour, she's older now. She's like 60 or something, but she's been going since Disney Cruises started 10, 15 years ago, whatever it was, and she ain't got no kids, so a lot of people go because, it's just a atmosphere. It seems like so. And then if you
and I know when you was walking on there, you was basically planning out, what the camera. I already know you were.
I was calculating the coins in my head. I'm like, I could do this. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, let me see what room. Because we toured all the different rooms so you could see. Oh, man. I don't even know if I could talk about it.
Wait, so you did see the rooms?
Yeah, we went in every room type. There's 10 different room types.
Do what?
And they range from, I want to say like 200 or 300 square feet, something like that, kind of small.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up to baller level. The top room, the door is silver or platinum rather, so you know right away you're walking into a baller room.
Yeah. Yep.
That thing is bigger than my living room.
Mm-hmm.
That thing got marble from here to there. That thing got a private jacuzzi on the private deck.
Let me see this.
Nadia.
Man.
It goes for over 25,000. Over 25,000.
For like
over 25,000.
Like starting at maybe that for like how. Hold on, let me see this.
Like I don't even know how you book this room, to be honest. Like if you went on the Disney website, they've got in different levels. Good Lord, I should know this. But the top level is concierge, which I think you get you get people who attend to your needs. Concierge service. And on the concierge service, you get your own private with the other people who are concierge level, your own private deck, which has a pool, jacuzzi on there. And then you got your own private lounge. Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Why are we not doing a family little fun thing and dipping some money in this pool so we can go? Man,
yo, that's a baller level too. Yo, that's a baller level, and it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Even if you're not at that platinum door level, if you're that concierge,
right?
Listen, they take care of you. There's level. Yeah, I'm trying to get that platinum level too. Because dang, I saw that, man. I was like, what am I doing with my life? I made a wrong turn somewhere. I should be here.
Let me see this. And they call
it. I need to go back.
Rooms, right?
Staterooms. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I can only imagine.
You'll be able to Google the.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at these staterooms.
Let me see if it's out there. If it's, let's see.
Because they have
if it's out there, then
different. I see Disney Fantasy, Disney Dream Wonder, and then I see that they separated in staterooms. Disney Magic stateroom.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find out. This looks like a little a hotel room over here. That's pretty dope. I like that.
Let me see if I can pull up the Disney. Let me see if anybody's got it online. Because that room is just.
And the one that has the platinum.
Like I said,
platinum. How many rooms are in there? Is it
in the in which one?
The one with the platinum. The platinum level.
That one only had one room, but it had an adjoining stateroom. So because you're a baller, you're not just going to get one room. You're going to get the one next to it too.
Got it.
So it has a massive living room, which may or may not have. Oh, I believe in that massive living room there is another, one. I forget the name of the beds that come out the wall. There's one of those, I believe. But it definitely has the adjoining room.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. I think I may have. Yep, this is one. Somebody putting it on blast. All right, so it's out there. So I was showing. Hold on, let me see if I can do a screen share.
Yeah, buddy.
And let's see if they have multiple.
Because I see.
Come on.
Magic stateroom. Okay. Oh, this looks better than what we had. I could literally in the cabin that we had,
I believe they're bigger.
The ceiling. My hands was like this on the ceiling. And I could go like this, reach my hands out like this. And I was basically touching wall from wall in our cabin. It was like a little walk-in closet, basically. But this right here, oh yeah, this right here, this life right here.
Yeah, I think it's bigger than the average room.
From the looks of it, you dang all right. Shoot. Let me see. It is pretty good.
Google acting up, man, didn't it? I try to hit the screen share. Can you share on yours, and I'll send you the link.
I wouldn't even know how
to. See if yours will allow you to pop it up.
I wouldn't even know how to do it.
On the left-hand side, there's a green, looks like a green monitor with a white arrow.
Let me see if I can try to. Hold on. Bear with me.
Yeah, man.
You said a green arrow?
You have like on the left-hand side, it should have like chat, screen share, cameraman. For some reason, every one of them is popping up, but the screen share one.
Does it have an icon?
Yeah, it should be a green one with a green monitor. Oh, here, let me share controls with you. Maybe you could do it then. I don't know if that might be just for muting people and stuff like that. All right, see if yours popped up now. Google is surely tripping. Maybe because my internet's acting up, they won't let me do it, which is unfortunate.
I know this doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I look real cockeyed right now. Trying to look at the screen. Let me see something.
Oh.
I don't see. What is that little thing right there? No, I guess right now, because the only option I could do is chat. I can't really do anything else.
Google's whack for that.
Google, update your app.
Man, that sucks. Because I really want to see if we can share this. Here, stay in. I'm gonna X out and come back in and see if it'll reload for me.
The audience.
Let me be. Yeah, man. I'll be right back. I don't know if this kicked Nadia out. Screen share still ain't working. Horrible. Let me see if it kicked Nadia out. Oh, it's working. Oh, snap. All right, let me see if it kicked Nadia out. All right, people. So bear with me. While we're waiting, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. SNV Podcast at SNV Podcast. Because I finally got it up and running. And Now I just need to see if Medea's out because we're talking about this, the Walt Disney Stateroom. I just want to show you guys because it is phenomenal. Listen, when I went into this thing, man, I was blown away. You think about your typical cruise rooms that you may go into. You think it's okay, you know, it's small, but I'm not gonna be there much. That's what you normally think about here with a cruise room. Let me go ahead and send her a new link, but this is not the case with this Walt Disney Suite, y'all. Y'all got to collect your coins. All right, so I just sent the invite back to Nadia. So let me tell you about on this Disney Dream cruise. Disney Dream, they got the Disney.
Now we are back on. We're back on live right now. So if y'all hear me right here, go ahead and
we back. I'm back.
Yeah, we back. Go ahead and check us out. There goes Darius. The call dropped when you hung up.
I'm finally back.
Yeah. So
I
go
thought
ahead
so.
And check it out. We're over there right now, okay?
All right, Dia. So you've been letting the people know. I got it. It works when I came back. So I'm gonna share my screen so people on YouTube, because we're here every Sunday, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. The luxury of this cruise, this Disney Dream cruise. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Oh, let me present to everyone. Okay, so let me show you. So you walk in over to this picture right here. Can you see that, or is it too small?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, let me see if I can enhance. Of course, it's spinning. All right, let's see if we can enhance it. So, Google acting up. Let me see if they have it. Okay, this person. So this person put it all on blast. The Walt Disney Royal Suite. And of course, it's spinning. Doggone internet. We talked about, I got to get the Google. I'm scared to get the Google products. But I need the Google products because they got some awesome reviews. But dagnabbit. Okay, can you see that at all, Nadia?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you see you got your columns in the room. Well, these gentlemen are standing over here.
Right.
That I believe that pulls down for another bed. But that ain't that you can't see. You go in here. Here's the bathroom. Double sinks, marble all over the place. Your marble shower.
That's
just go ahead and
is that looking
jacuzzi.
outside? Are you serious?
Backing up. Your jacuzzi is looking out in your private veranda deck. So ain't nobody.
Nah, man.
Bathroom. Here's your private jacuzzi.
Are you joking right now?
Private
Disney,
deck.
Y'all got money like that?
Boy, so that's what I'm talking about. This thing is nice. Yes. Very nice. So that's the Walt Disney Suite right there. Let me go ahead and end this.
Disney Dream.
But so that's what I saw. We got to go walk up in there. I was like, whoa! You hit that platinum door. You knew you was about to come in this.
You knew it was coming. Okay, let me find out. We went on the wrong cruise.
Yeah. That thing is just, I don't know. It's ridiculous. 300 thread count, 100% Egyptian cotton linens. It's just
they do
everything about it. No, that's what it is. So, okay. And then you got even the products in the room are upgraded. So, but it's got a full kitchen in there if you wanted to cook. You ain't got to cook. You got people to order you if you need it. It's just ridiculous. So
okay, let me find out they have youth clubs too. What they talking about youth clubs?
Huh?
They said, I was looking at on the website, it says things to do where they say activities. They have the character experience, deck parties, dining, live shows and entertainment, nightclubs and lounges, pools, shops, spas, salon. And then they say youth clubs. Now, what is going on at the youth clubs? I want to know what's going on.
And my kids can't go to that youth club.
Right? Can you imagine they getting all lit?
They got Hey, that place.
Shirley Temples listen to the Disney soundtrack.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey, that thing, it's going in there, man. And they got a stage where the kids can do karaoke. Like, it is like an adult club, but they ain't got alcohol in it. I mean, imagine like when you go into the 14 to 17-year-olds, mind you, when we touring the place, ain't nobody in there, no kids in there. But they've got it's like so futuristic. They've got like neon. I think it's neon LED, but different colored lights. It's a tunnel of lights that just change colors, like just flashing colors, and then you walk in, and this is massive lounge. They've got like a small movie room with like a big lounge couch. They got vintage like Miss Pac-Man games and hey, the kids club, the teens club. It's a teens club. That's not even a club. That's like the lounge, the teens lounge. You want to go and hang out in?
I was just thinking that. Like, you probably catch me in the teens lounge. It's doesn't sound too good right now, but I'll probably be there.
Yeah, it sounds weird, but you'd be like, "Excuse me, sir. Hey, I'm 17 and a half.
Right?
Sir, you have a full grade. You have to leave.
No, I'm just
you cannot come in here.
I'm just exploring, guys.
Yeah. So on the first day, they call it open house, and you can go anywhere. So you can go and just look and see what's going on. So you can have kids in the adult section. The adults can go check out the teen section and just see what the whole ship is all about before a certain time, and then they lock it down. And then if you ain't of age for that bracket, you got to get a 7.
Which is good because you're seeing what your kids is up to and seeing, where everything at.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. And they got bracelets for the armbands for the younger kids, and they got sensors on the boat, so you can look up. I believe you can look up on your app. If you can't do it on the app, you can definitely go and ask them, "Hey, where's my kid?" And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he's in the Tinkerbell room. She's in the Tinkerbell room." Or, "Oh yeah, he's in the Toy Story room." So go ahead and go over there. Yeah, so that gives you peace of mind because when you just dropping your kids off, like, I'm gonna go have a good time. You feel a little weird about that, but at least you can know where your kid is at, and the armband's locked, so your younger kids won't just take it off and just leave it somewhere. So they actually lock it on their wrist. So
that's pretty fly.
Hey, this Disney cruise ain't nothing to mess with. So we definitely gonna be getting on this ship sometime, some way.
I hear people talk about it, but I'm like, okay, it's a cruise. Okay, chill out, relax. But no, obviously, it's something to be reckoned with.
Yo, this is, man, and those who are just tuning in, we're talking about the Disney Dream cruise ship, and they offer many nights through the Caribbean. And so the Dream and the Fantasy, for those who aren't familiar with the ships, are the newest and the largest. And they recently announced that they got 3 more ships coming in. They're about to build. They're in the process of building right now that are going to be bigger than the Dream and the Fantasy. So, and a couple, 2020, 2021, something like that. I'm definitely getting on them ships because they're gonna be even bigger and better than than what's going on now. So I've turned a 180 from someone like, nah, you can have your cruise. Let me just go, because you get all those things. Yeah. You get all those things in a cruise ship.
Yeah.
So you can still do your excursions. They call them port adventures, where you can go out in the Bahamas and do 4-wheeling and whatever. So you still get those things. So.
Because it said they go out to Alaska, Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada, Caribbean, Europe.
Oh, yeah.
Hawaii, Mexico, like all them places.
Yeah. Hawaii's the new one. They ran Hawaii, like, this is the first time they've run Hawaii in 5 years. So,
that'd be could you think about that real quick? Could you think about how dope that would be to like land on Hawaii and then you go to a luau or something? That'd be dope.
Yeah. That'd be real dope. I would love to do that. I want to do that one.
That too.
Yeah, I want to do the transatlantic, where they go across the Atlantic Ocean. I want to do that one. That'll be dope. Or go over to one of the overseas ones over in Europe. I want to do that one too. Like, oh man, I'll start with probably maybe work my way up to a 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
And run it like that. Oh, food you can eat. I'm mad. I'm sitting in this chair right now and not on that boat. I was trying to think. I was like, all right, so I'm already on the ship, right? They gonna be leaving in a couple of hours. Like, ain't no closet I can duck into or hide in a spa room.
Right. This is. And
listen, I don't even need a bed. Yo. Dear.
They look like, first of all,
it's straight up.
They look like they're not stopping no time soon, because I'm on page 1 and they have 436 cruises planned out. Like, this is bonkers right now.
Yeah. And those are just the ones that are announced. Every 4 months or so, they announce new cruises.
Yeah.
So, it's ridiculous. So man, all the food. I'm just thinking about all the food that you can eat. Like, they got, listen, Nadia, they got your standard restaurants where you can go and you're scheduled to go, and then they've got they don't consider it buffet, but you just can go up, and I would say it's almost like going to an arena, like a sports arena, where you'll walk up and there's like, this is the pizza section, and let's go, and it's got burgers and French fries and all that stuff. So they got those.
Like a food court?
They also, great. That's exactly right. Like a food court, right? And then on top of that, they got 2 other restaurants which you pay to get in. And one is called the Remy, which is named after, Lord, I'm having a brain fart. It's the Ratatouille. The movie is Disney, so Ratatouille. But it is an upscale dining establishment. They even got Nadia.
Yeah.
To get in for dinner, I'm trying to see if I'm not mixing up the 2 restaurants. One of them doesn't matter. $95 to get in. $95 will get you in the door.
Wait a minute, hold on. It's a cover charge?
Mm-hmm. Well, you pay for your food and then you pick whatever you want to eat.
Oh, Terrence, I was about to say, good God. Well, technically.
Yeah. I mean, so then if you want whatever high class, highbrow food you want to eat, lobster or whatever, they've got a chef on the Remy who comes from France at the highest rated. He's the highest rated chef you could be in France, from France. And they got American, who is the highest rated American chef. And you can go in for brunch, and the chef will come out and talk to you about your meal and what you eat, and from there they've got like, for those who drink, they've got bottles of wine that are like 25 grams, like 50 grand, like bottle status. Like that's the let you know, like, to let you know what type of restaurant you're going into, Nadia. When you go into there, I was looking around that thing. We've been walking all over the ship, so I need to take a break. So I was going to have me a seat at one of the tables. And while I'm there, the wait staff, they have their fancy gloves on, and they cleaning glasses and doing their thing, getting ready for the next thing. And I said, I'm gonna have me a seat. I was like, what is wrong with these seats? This is a fancy restaurant. Why is it so small? And the tour guide's like, no, excuse me, sir, no, that's for the lady's purse. They have to have a seat for the ladies. They had a seat, purse at the table, because you can't put your purse on the floor.
No.
So I was like, God dang.
I thought you was about to say it's for a child. He said for the purse.
Yeah, man. What? A seat for the purse at the Remy restaurant on the Disney cruise ship. I was like, oh, excuse me.
That is funny.
Yo, so what's the highest level of crystal Schwartz? I can't pronounce it. It's out of my pay grade. Swarovski, I guess, whatever the highest one is. They got a Swarovski. No, I can't pronounce it. Crystal ratatouille, Remy ratatouille on the chandeliers, like the highest crystal.
That's so cool.
Like, if you look at it, like, they have like hand stitched ratatouille logos into the fabric of the seats. Like, there's so many dope things. Like one restaurant, they have what's it called? Air blown glass. I'm not saying that correctly. There's something like that. Air blown glass, hand blown glass, some glass that you blow.
Right.
And
I think it's hand blown.
Like bulbs. It looks like bulbs.
Right.
And it represents spaghetti. So it's like, you just look at it, you're like, oh, that's nice, but there's like a deeper meaning to that's a detail on this ship, the Disney Dream.
Let me see this.
It's amazing.
Let me see this. I wonder if they got photos and stuff on here.
For which one? Let's see. They probably do.
The TUI.
Let's see. All right, so so here's one. Let me do a Google share. I'll share my screen again, and you can see.
You about to start making me saving my money.
So y'all know Okay. All right. One of y'all can present to everyone. All right. So this is the Remy, the restaurant. So if you look down here, can you see my mouse too? Or no? Let me see. Okay, so that's the little purse. I believe that's the purse seat. Let me see here. So
the
here's your chef.
You try to sit right there. It's hilarious. That's funny.
I'll try to see if yeah. So you can see here, this is one of the booths, and that's the purse.
Darius, why do you always sit in the chair?
The whole restaurant empty too. It looked just like this. Ain't nobody in the.
That is fun.
But yeah, so they got scenes. Let me see if they. They got fresh food. Of course they got fresh food, but they got the finest of foods. You got your chefs coming in to talk to you about it. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to see if they have let's see if I put in chandelier. If they'll have, I can't spell chandelier. Y'all don't get at me. Oh yeah, see right here. So that's the rat from Ratatouille, and that's the fancy crystal that it's made of. You might not even notice it. Let me see here. Let's see if they have the spaghetti chandelier. How do you spell spaghetti? Oh, I don't know these words, man. These fancy words. I did not spell it wrong. Okay, so over here, let me see if they have another picture of it. This is what I was talking about.
Oh.
So this is at Palo, I guess. Mm-hmm. But this is a hand blown glass that is supposed to resemble spaghetti. This is a second paid restaurant. It's just like, it's ridiculous. Like,
oh, look at that.
Yeah, so this got a nice picture of this. This is just in the I don't know what you would call it. You walk right in and that's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
But some of this isn't Disney. I don't know what some of this is, but yeah. So that ship is amazing.
Wow. So, do you have any type of water sports on there, like the little surfing thing?
What you mean?
You know, the little surfing thing, like the water jet, and then you kind of do like, was it boogie boarding?
Off the ship? Not off the ship. No, not off the ship. You could do that as a port adventure on some places. Oh. They got all kinds of things you could, but yeah, you ain't getting off the back of the doggone boat and riding it, dragging along. You might be a redneck if you try to kneeboard off the back of the dream boat. Hold on, guys, I got an idea.
I'm drinking a smoothie, and the smoothie is cold on my teeth. And you know the thing, right? That's funny. First of all, you know that it's like a jet. It has like jets, and then it has like a wall that kind of goes like that. And then like somebody's holding your hand while you're on the board. Oh, and then you're kind of just going like this with the water.
Like a wave, surfing thing. Right, yeah, right. No. Okay, all right. Now I'm getting it, because I was about to say, I know you ain't about to have nobody throw nobody a rope. First of all, I don't know how you're getting down to that level, but but I guess you done figured out a way. And then you're gonna hang on to the back of this big massive cruise ship. No.
All I can think
that'd be cool. That'd be
with a mullet on riding the back of the cruise ship. That is funny.
Just dragging along. Yeah, that'd be dope to have one of those little surfing. I'm sure they could find room.
Yeah.
Maybe on the updated cruise ships, it would have something like that. That'd be.
I'm gonna check these.
They got a giant water slide on there too.
I can get with that.
So that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah,
I get scared. That sounds like a pretty eventful job, or what, day at work. That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, man. It wasn't bad. Got to hang out there for a minute. Man, but what else is going on?
I checked out those shows that we talked about last. I think it was
hear about that?
Maybe? Yeah, I checked out. Was it the new?
When we talk about TV shows.
And the Connors. So now I know what's going on. That they killed her off.
Okay.
And because you knew what it was, right? Because I think you said it. But
I heard. Yeah, I heard on the Joe Rogan podcast they were going to kill her off, but I didn't know how. So can you enlighten us?
Yes. So
how she died?
With Roseanne's character, first of all, like I find it very not weird. I find it very okay, I'll say weird. How they tried to make it seem like it wasn't because you know they was like, oh, Roseanne's racist, Roseanne's this, Roseanne that, and how like with the Connors, it's just new things. Like you have DJ, who's married to a black woman. Then you have is it DJ? It's DJ. He's married to a black woman, and she has a child, I guess from a previous relationship. Then you have Darlene, who has a gay son. And then Roseanne's character was killed off because due to an overdose. So it was just like
she overdosed. Wait, because my internet's acting up. My internet's acting up. So what happened to Roseanne?
She was killed off, basically saying that she overdosed on
she overdosed.
She prescription meds. Yes. Like, and it wasn't like they were trying to hide it. You know how sometimes in these shows they kind of hide it. They say overdose, but they won't get deep into it. No, they actually, after her death or whatever like that, they were trying to clean the house to get everything, back new, fresh again. And they kept on finding pills, and they kept on finding prescription drugs and all this stuff, like hidden places, different places. And they'll just pop it up and be like, I found pills again, and I found this again. And it's kind of like weird, like y'all trying real hard to do this. And I was like, no. But yeah, so that's how.
Because she ain't had no prescription issue as far as we knew before.
Right? That's what I was saying. Like, where did it come? Like, because I'm trying to match up what happened from the end of Roseanne years ago. I'm trying to, pick up where I left off like that. And then now here, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I don't know. Storyline kind of was like fuzzy, and I don't think they should have done it like that. I don't think they should have, overdosed her off the show, because that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she did not stand a chance. She was overdosed off the show. Yeah. So
I'm trying to pull up the ratings and see how
it did.
If it, if it killed or not. Because I feel like people will hype it up just in spite, just like, oh, y'all ain't gonna kill this show.
Right. But I mean, like, I was watching this video she did. I'm trying to remember the network she did it through. I can't remember. But it was one of the popular networks she did, and she did an interview where she was walking us through her apartment or her condo, whatever. And she was just talking about how basically her life is flipped upside down now. She just smokes cigarettes all day and just like is in the daze and looks so sad. And I'm like, boo, you did that to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really feel sorry for you. Your show is on syndication on TV Land right now. So all this piss poor, like you still getting your money. So let's chill out, relax.
She got paid out.
Right. But she was talking about how none of the cast members from the show check up on her, call and talk to her at all. They don't call and talk to her. And she is just like in her condo, just wasting her life away. I'm like, this is some bull. This is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did she have a relationship before then? So that's what I'm wondering. Like, is it back to normal for the past 18 years since your thing, and you just thought everybody would turn around and feel sorry for you because gone crazy?
Right.
And I don't know. Like, she was on that, as I was mentioned, couple episodes ago. She was on that Joe Rogan podcast, and they were trying to come up with excuses like, it's just because she's the Ambien, and Joe Rogan said she was drinking and on Ambien and on pot, and then she stopped and said, "Well, I wasn't on pot because I was at my mom's house. I only smoke cigarettes when I'm at my mom's house, and I only had like 1 or 2 beers." So, like she kept undercutting all the excuses she was trying to give him, and then it's like, oh well, people don't recognize that she had mental health issues. Okay, I can understand that, but that doesn't exempt you from what you're saying. Just because you have mental health issues, that's all the more reason you should not have a TV show. You don't get to cut off and make excuses for it.
Right.
No, you get help and get put in a position where your mental health status will be okay and you can thrive. Yes. You don't get to punish or make fun of other people because you have a mental health problem. That's
exactly.
So, but
freedom of speech. Like, no, you got that. Now you know with what type of problem you have. Your freedom of speech should be kind of tamed, and these people should be, because like it was scripted, right? Because with Roseanne, was it kind of like scripted, but it was like off it wasn't really scripted at times. Like, do you feel like she kind of came up with?
I mean, I don't know if it was. They definitely had writers and there was a script, so it wasn't all improv. So
right,
I don't know how they may. From my understanding, people they have to go by the script, and then they may be able to throw improv on a take or two, and then if it makes it, it makes it. I think that depends on the director and the writer. But yeah, I don't.
Well, she was trying to tell us how she woke up one night. She was at the top of her life, and she was asleep, and she woke up one night and just decided to send that message, and then she went back to sleep. Like, what?
Yeah. But her big thing is she thought she was a white Jew like her, is her words. I thought she was a white Jew like me, is what she would say. So she didn't know that it was a racial thing. And you know what? Had she not made other comments, I don't want to go back from what we said in the previous episode, then maybe you get a pass, but you just have comedians. I just hate that comedians have free reign to be disgusting.
Yep.
In the name of comedy, like no other
a-hole. Yeah.
Yeah. Just because you're a comedian, you don't get to be a jerk. I mean, like, if you are a grocer, you don't get to be a jerk.
Okay.
If you're an executive for Microsoft, you don't get to be a jerk. Like, why is comedy because you're trying to make some people laugh who share those same weird thoughts and ideology? Why is that okay? It's not. Exactly. So I get, you don't get a hall pass for racism in the name of comedy. That goes for anybody to me. So that thing, the show did drop off significantly. It went down to 10.5, which is probably okay, 2.3 rating, but it was at 18.2 and a 5.1 rating. So not in half, but pretty close to that. So there's a significant drop off. And if that was the peak, like I would imagine everybody tuned in to see, okay, how they gonna kill her off?
Right.
And then I'm out.
Right. And that's what they were saying. They were saying how after that they just see it going down, like down. Because that's the only reason why I didn't even give them the ratings. I tuned into Hulu. Thank you, Hulu. I made sure I looked at it the next day because I was like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna no. So I just decided to catch it the next day. And yeah. Like, no. You gotta see it because like just watching Dan try to like pick up the emotion behind her death and how, because the thing about it is he found prescription drugs that wasn't even hers. It had somebody else's name on the prescription. So he decided he wanted to go and find out who this person was. So he was trying his best to go find out who this person was, and he decided to go to the dollar store, get a white poster, a little project poster, put the woman's name on the poster, and be like, boom, such and such, you are the cause of my wife's death. And he pasted it or taped it on the side of his pickup truck and was riding around the community with it. Like, it was just, to me, it was just like, it was just too...
So extra.
It was so extra. Like, I was like, yo, y'all could have come up with something better than this. Something better than this. So, no, I don't think I'll tune in.
Yeah.
No.
It dropped again from that 10 down to a 7.9. So.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far they gonna fall. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I know.
I checked out Atypical.
Oh yeah. What do you think? You gonna continue it or what?
I'm already finished. What? Yep.
When I not want to answer though.
I binge, man.
You're not finished with first and second season though. You done with like the first episode.
I am done.
First and second?
I'm done.
God dang.
I do not when it comes to binging. No. It was on point. The first episode had me. I was like, let me text Darius and I ain't gonna say no. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait. Like it was perfect. Like I like the fact how you think you know the mind of a autistic person. Like, you know how people just downplay them and treat them like they're handicapped, and which they use specific words on here to let you know that they would like to be called, you know, a child with needs, or, you know, but his perspective, like now I see it in a different light. Like now they're some of the most smartest people walking this planet. Like, and when the guy was like, he said, I want to be normal or something. And the guy said, none of us are normal. I was like, boom! We ain't normal. Like, you want to be like a normal person, and we're not even normal.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody's got their quirks.
Yeah.
So it's atypical. Yeah. People got to tune into Atypical. That thing is hilarious, and it's deep, and it's all of that.
Especially his coworker, his friend.
Yes, to play as a wrestling character. He's a player from the Himalaya. I don't know if he's
right.
Sit in, but he got that vibe to him. He's just the coolest cat. Don't really know what he's talking about.
No.
But he go ahead and ball out.
He is hilarious. I don't know. Did you get any new shows? I didn't see the Ozark thing, so.
No, I haven't. Let me see here. I'm trying to think of. Oh, I saw from your Facebook post. I watched something.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Table with Jada Smith, and because we spoke about my main man multiple times on this program, Will Smith, bringing it to the Red Table. Obviously, you posted on your Facebook, so I assume you actually watched it.
I was like, look,
man,
go bring this up.
I'm mad. You know what I'm mad though, because they address a lot of things, but don't address them. So let me clarify what I'm talking about here, because
just what you
they are aware. They're very aware. People think they have a weird relationship, like, because all right, how would you box their relationship before you saw this? What was your preconceived notions on you? Did you characterize their relationship a certain way?
Is open.
And open relationship.
Right.
So it's a 2-part episode, but in the first episode they don't address that. They I think Will, he said, I can't remember his words, but he said like something like people have weird thoughts about our relationships or they misconceived notions, something like, oh, he gonna talk about an open relationship. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
But they don't address it in the first episode. And I was like, and the other thing that got me is Will said Jada cried for 45 straight days. Jada said, that's only the ones you know about.
Right.
What was that all about? I saw that.
All I got was that she was unhappy. She wasn't. What I got from it was she wasn't living her life the way she wanted to. And she was unhappy. Like, for example, the whole farmhouse that she wanted. Right? When Will said, are you dating somebody? Right. I don't want to give away the whole thing, but you got to watch it. But once he said, hey, I want to, basically, you're dating me now. She kind of dropped everything, her life, and went over to him. So, and I kind of felt where he was saying I guess everything snapped, and she was like, this house that you building, I didn't ask for it. I want to be where I want to be, and I don't know. I just felt that she didn't want to be locked down, because after that episode, I decided to watch the past episodes, binge watch it last night, and I stayed up until 3:00 in the morning watching all the episodes prior, because I was like, okay, with this relationship thing, because you know how they were saying her and August Alsina had some kind of weird thing going on. Do you know about that?
I do not know about that.
Okay, so August Alsina, he wrote a very passionate letter to Jada. Basically, I love you. I don't remember word from word, but people were kind of like, okay, if that was my wife, I would be like, dude, you overstepping your boundaries.
Wait, this is recent? Give me a time capsule.
Yep, I probably say within the last 2 months.
Oh, okay.
So if you just put August Alsina, Jada Pinkett Smith message or note or something like that, and I'm pretty sure it'll come right up. But yeah, so he was just kind of like just saying how he was just very glad that she was in his life, because he kind of helped her. I mean, she kind of helped him out with his addiction. So I guess he was like, just saying how he was grateful for her, and it kind of was on the border of being sounding like he was like saying, I'm in love with you type of thing. Some people took it as like, okay, dude, you kind of like kind of close right now, but I don't know. But that's when when we were just talking about the open relationship, that's why I was like, okay, with this August Alsina interview, you can kind of see something, but you really don't see nothing type of thing. And I remember her talking about her marriage on another thing, about saying how she just didn't want to get married. She felt that she was not ready for marriage. She doesn't like the stigma that comes with marriage. Like, I have to stop what I'm doing. I'm your wife, so I have to end all communications with, other people, or I have to be this, this cookie cutter wife just because I'm married. So, yeah. Do you see it, the letter?
No, but I got down to a ton of. I started with him.
Yeah.
But then I got this thing where it's talking about all her addictions. So
yeah,
she's talking about this might be paired with you saying she helped him with her addiction. She's talking about she had a sex addiction. She was younger, and on the episode with Will, she talked about she dated Alfonso or went on a date with Alfonso. I was like, what? But then she mentioned that's okay. She couldn't remember things because she went on a lot of dates.
And I wanted her to kind of like chop that up and say, are you talking about you went on dates with them or you slept with them? That's what I was kind of like wondering, okay, and she didn't address if she was intimate with these people. Like, I'm kind of like stuck. And I'm hoping part 2, they delve into that and, break it apart a little bit. Because they are some, like, people, we trying to get up in their business, and I'm sorry to say that.
Well, she put it on the table, literally. She put it on the table.
Yeah, she is.
But yeah, I'm so confused. You got to address these rumors about an open marriage. That is the thing.
And I know
how you have Will
come up too. It gotta come up. Because if she could sit there and talk to her daughter about all this stuff about her sex addiction and all this other stuff with her daughter, you mean to tell me you're not going to address what everybody's wondering about right now about your,
And they know. The kids gotta know.
Yeah.
That's not something you can hide.
Nope.
So, but it is weird because, okay, so you piecing things together. Jada, I'm learning she was a sex addict when she was younger. Didn't want to get married. She only got married because they got pregnant and her mom forced them to get married.
Mm-hmm.
And she's stuck at home. She's a sex addict. She becomes a workout addict, and then she started drinking 2 bottles of wine a night or something like that, and had to wean her own self off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going through all these phases and states and craziness, and she's able to admit all that. But you ain't gonna tell us about about because Will was all about her apparently. He went. I don't know. That whole situation was weird too, because they said that they didn't have an affair,
mm-hmm.
but he was having intimate, I'm going to say intimate, but deep conversations with her one day.
Mm-hmm.
And then they disappeared and they didn't talk to each other. And then all of a sudden, the very day his divorce is finalized, in the car on the way home, he calls her.
Yeah.
So he jumps from his marriage with his first wife into a relationship with her. And how do you not address it just seems weird because he's off doing his thing. She's alone with the kids. Is it a one-sided open relationship where he's able to go do his thing and, as long as you don't bring her to my bed?
Right.
Some questions. What? Red table, are you not going to answer these questions?
This family is not, they just don't look like the traditional, they just don't. Even down to the children, they just don't look like they are in this box. I'm going to tell you like this. There ain't no way you're not going to tell me that they do not have an open relationship. Will might just be like, whatever, how it goes. But you telling me you got a woman who does not like to be labeled, she doesn't want that label. She doesn't want to be held down. And your husband is sitting right here and he's hearing you say all this stuff and he don't look like he have a problem with it at all.
No.
He heard it all before. And then you got to watch the interview with August Alsina because he's sitting right beside him. I look at body language. I look at facial expressions when you're when you're talking, and I'm looking at side smirks, or gentle eyes, and that's what's going on between them. So you cannot tell me nothing happened between her and August. Something had to happen. Something had to happen, and I don't care. I'm going to say out there, Nadia from Sunday Night Vibe says they are having an open relationship. I'm sorry. You cannot tell me. And if you are, so what? Just be like, okay, yeah, and so what? You open with everything else. Just say it.
Yeah, we just curious. I'm not here to condemn. It ain't for me, but do your thing for sure. And it's just weird because everything about them is weird. That's why I'm so fascinated with them because at the same moment that they're saying we didn't curse in our house for 20 years because we knew what that would escalate to. The cursing would escalate, and how comfortable we would get to curse one another out. And as they're saying they don't curse, their daughter's sitting there with every response, dropping
saying the D word. That's the only one.
Yes, all throughout.
I was paying attention. She don't say any other curse word except for the D word. I was like, you don't know any other curse word? Like, seriously, good?
She got no vocabulary? Come on.
Listen.
That was like not just the only curse word. That's like the only thing she was saying that whole time.
She really was.
Like, what?
Like,
no cursing, always cursing. Like, what is going on here?
Like, what happened after the 20 years? Y'all was like, okay, 20, that's our mark. Okay. Damn. Like, what happened? Well, y'all said, okay, we done with not cursing no more. Yeah, and see that I'm the same way too. Their family dynamic is so different. I'm intrigued. I find them very interesting. Like, I'm not here to condemn nobody either.
And and I didn't know Will Smith's dad was abusive. Like, I just had this envision. We talked about when they did the scene. How come he don't want me anymore? I'm like, my thought was, how could he draw from this? Because his dad, I thought his dad was in his life, and maybe he still was, but just this, perfect household that he grew up with, his grandparents, his parents. I thought everybody was involved. It turns out he saw his dad box his mama in the face, and that caught me off guard. I was like, whoa. That I'm like, I didn't know, because he got accepted to MIT, very smart dude. So I thought he was living in that perfect bubble before Hollywood. And it turns out that was not the case. And that's probably what drove him to be the dude that he is. He didn't have that perfect life. And that drives his household, where he didn't want to raise his voice because he saw that. And I think I saw in some other clip for the Red Table that Jada's mom got beat up too. So they didn't want to, despite him hitting her in the head with a newspaper. I was kind of confused about that. He said, we ain't going to be doing this, but let me bop you in the head to let you know we're not about this violence.
Let me tell you something. When he said that, all I could do was laugh, because I can imagine me sitting at my perfect guy would be that one that not bop me up the head hard, but he'll just roll up the newspaper, bop me, like, let me talk to you. Just like, it just seemed to me, it just seemed sound kind of funny. She was like, you're not going to hit me like I'm a dog.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
That was hilarious.
I could see if he just like,
but yeah.
Sat there and licked that. But no,
over here. Let me talk to you.
Yeah, I remember watching. I know you probably seen this this documentary on him too, because this is where he was talking about where he came from, and he told us the whole thing about him learning everybody's lines. You remember that? Do you remember something like that?
I don't know if I've seen that documentary, but I definitely know that I've heard him, tell that story.
Yeah, he briefly touched on his father. He didn't go into saying that his father was abusive to his mother. He kind of said it was kind of like you can kind of tell that it was like something was wrong. Like, okay, his father isn't present, not physically present, but just not present in his life. Like, there had been some form of addiction, or he was gone for a certain amount of time and came back and then went off again, or something like that. So I kind of felt like, there was something kind of, but he just didn't go into it. I guess it was too early for him in his career to address or whatever. But yeah, I remember that. But I don't know. I kind of felt like I could see what type of relationship it was going to be. How he just said he was there. He went to a different world to meet Jada, and he met
Charisse, right?
Charisse, yeah.
Charisse?
Yeah, he met Charisse right there, and he didn't have and he married her. Like, there was no, I wonder what Jada, like.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, to me, that's why I was like, I know they got like their relationship has a different dynamic. I figured that.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. And you hear about her loving, dating a lot of people, and I mean, that could stop. It should, in a normal. Here we go with the word normal again, but in a typical relationship, that's how it is. You could have that pass, and then, well, once you married, and that's it. But and I guess in their world, and they say now that they're not even married; they're just on some journey or something. They describe it in a weird way, but they say they're not married. You haven't heard that?
No, or probably didn't pay attention to it. Already thinking, okay, it's an open relationship. Whoa, no.
Yeah, they've both come out and said they are not. They are no longer married. Let me see if I can find how they describe it. They're beyond that. They said no matter what happens, it was really weird. It's like no matter what happens to Jada, she cannot get rid of me. I am always there for her from here on and out. So in that instance, we are no longer married. So they as if there's something beyond that.
Something more spiritual.
I'm pulling it up now to see if so you hear about that. That's like,
I'm sorry. There's nobody in this world. If I was not ready to get married to anybody, there's nobody in this world could convince me that I have to get married. I'm sorry. No. Mm-mm.
Wait, say that again.
I said I don't care, like how in love with this person I am, or if somebody try to convince me, like if they tell me I have to get married, parent or not. If they tell me you have to get married and, whatever like that, no, it's not going to happen. I wonder why she didn't use her voice, because Jada's a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah.
She's very strong-willed. Yeah, so that is kind of weird that she went through the pressure from, well, it wasn't necessarily just her mom. Her mom definitely was, but Will was all about it too. Because that's what allowed their conversation. Will had which this is kind of weird to me. Will had a definition of a family and a marriage in his head, and that's why they got married. But yet, and this could be just growth, because now they're not married. They say. They said, we refer to ourselves as life partners, where you get into that space where you realize you are literally with somebody for the rest of your life. This is coming from Will. There's no deal breakers. There's nothing she could do ever, nothing that would break up our relationship. She has my support till death, and it feels so good to get to that space. So stop the divorce rumors and mind your D business. And he said that, and Jada went on Sway in the morning, said, we are family. We are never going down. We are family. Take out all the whole marriage relationship crap. At the end of the day, Will and I are family, and I'm going to hold him down no matter what. All that relationship stuff and what people think, the ideas of a husband, partner, and all that, man, whatever. At the end of the day, that is a man that I can rely on me for the rest of his life, period. So they definitely had a conversation, obviously, about it, but they use the same verbiage.
I think it's dumb. So basically, they just cut out the whole marriage stuff, the whole, like, when people throw that, and I can't say when people throw that marriage is just a paper. It's just a proof of, but it's like, okay, so is money. You work hard to get money every day and pay that.
Right.
Like, okay, what's the difference? Like, I don't, like, okay. And I'm glad you are on here. We got Claire joining us now, so she is here. And I just want to know, like, what do you think of an open relationship? Is it, like, to me it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, okay, I want one person I can build with. I can build an empire with. I can go ahead and have a business partner with. I can go ahead and have somebody who's going to have my back with raising my children the way, you know, I want my son to be like the man I'm going to marry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's this partnership. And to have an open marriage, it's like you letting all these other influences get in the way. To me, I don't understand it. Like, why? I don't know. I guess that was their way of just putting out there, okay, yeah, we're in an open relationship. No, we're not married. We're life partners. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I try to rationalize the open marriage, I because it's a weird, it's a very, very weird concept to me to be in a marriage where you're dedicated to one person,
right?
But you also seek out fulfillment from other people,
right?
So, is that person you married truly the person for you?
Right, and fulfilling your needs.
Like, if you have to go that route, if you have to get multiple other partners and you want to experiment, I mean, isn't that just dating? Like, exactly. Like, really okay, is. I'm a date everybody, but this dude can build this house on her lake, so I'm gonna still be attached to him, and we raise good kids. I like that. I don't know. Like, why is yours like? I don't know. It's just weird that. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard.
I heard one girl tell me this before, and I just wanted to slap the lips off her face. Out her mouth, she said she's in an open relationship. They just got married. Looking at them too, you would think they were just in bliss, like always on each other, just like in love. But she's like, no, we're in an open relationship. Like, what the flip? Why are you? What, huh? She says there ain't nothing but a tax break, and then they're planning on having children. They're planning on having multiple children.
Okay.
So now she's like looking at it as if it's a business. So they kind of got married for the advantages of taxes and like the benefits that come behind it. But they can go ahead and do their own thing on the side. And I was like, I done heard it freaking all. Like, I don't get it. Maybe because it's not for me. And to each his own. Everybody got their own thing, but I don't understand it.
Yeah,
like, I would just not get married. If I want to be in an open relationship, I'm going to be completely open.
Yeah. I don't. That's where I don't get why you have the tag of marriage. If you're not with one person, like we don't have just one for anything else besides maybe a job, and even some people we don't have that. We have multiple jobs. We don't have just one friend. We have multiple friends. So the only real difference is sex and intimacy, I guess. And so from that standpoint, it's like it's foreign to me because this is not something I'm into. But I can kind of understand, like, I don't know. That seems like not like caveman-ish, but some kind of.
It is what it is.
Outside our civilization, that you go ahead and do those things. So, but it's just like, I don't know. Like, you want everything is what that is. It's like you want everything, but I don't know. Is that a wrong thing to want everything, or is it like?
I don't get it. Like dude said in Atypical, like, look at the penguins. The penguins, they find their mate and they mate for life.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, just I don't know. Like, it's hard. maybe coming from, you know, the Christian background, you know, it's just one, you know, it's man and wife, and it's just like that. But, you know, as I get older, I'm starting to explore more outside of Christianity, and I still see it the same exact way. I'm like, I'm looking for a partner, somebody I can build with, and build in, you know, that, like, I don't want everybody in my business. I don't want you know what I'm saying? I just don't want that. I want that one person that I can tell all my secrets to, that I don't have to worry about my business getting around. And not only that, I don't want that person to have to worry about if this person have STD because you're in an open relationship, you want to have sex with everybody else. And we're not exclusive because we're in an open relationship. Like, to me, it's far-fetched, and it's risky, and it's because people catch feelings. Because right where I just can't.
I wonder if she was in the open relationship and he was just comfortable with it.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like, he looked like he just like riding the wave. He like, well, whatever makes her happy. She was crying for 45 days straight. I mean, whatever makes you happy. I don't know.
I know. What you think, Clay? We talking about Will Smith, Jada Smith. They have an open relationship, but they ain't really talking about the open relationship. They just talking about everything else. So, what you think?
I'm still trying to figure out why she's crying for 45 days.
She was unhappy.
She was unhappy. I'm just trying to figure this out, because or what if, because she was a sex addict, right? What if she was unhappy because maybe Will wasn't, like, maybe he didn't like that.
Ooh.
What if he's like a monogamous person, like, and he doesn't, you know, he wants to be with one person,
right? And which I'm getting, that's what it feel like.
So maybe she still had feelings. I don't know their business. Maybe she didn't have. Maybe she had feelings for him, but she just didn't want to commit. Like, you know, like, just be in that relationship with just, you know, him. And maybe she was unhappy with it.
Yeah, I mean, because she was kind of the whole time she was forced in this relationship. You're my girlfriend now. Okay. Then you telling me I get pregnant, and then I'm.
You said she was forced.
Huh?
You said she was forced.
Like, basically forced. I guess she felt like she never had any type of say so of how this relationship went. Like, Will said, "Who are you dating?" Nobody. Oh, you're with me now. And she said, "Okay," and then flew over to Los Angeles to be with him, with his ex-wife. They got a family. Now you're 3 months in, and then you're pregnant, and then your mother tells you have to get married to this man, and now she gets married. Like, did she feel like she just didn't have the say so of how everything was moving too fast? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and so she kind of forgot about who she was.
When she got pregnant, was he still doing the show?
I think so.
Cause wasn't during that show towards the end of the season, they were all living together, right? Remember his ex-wife was still living in the house with him.
Yeah, she was at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
I remember. Yeah. Okay.
That was even during the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe things just went way too fast for her, and she just
it just spun out of control.
Yeah.
Like, she couldn't catch up with it.
And on top of that, her career.
Yeah.
Because when she got with him, like, we didn't really see too much of her.
Exactly.
Right.
She said she was at home with the kids and trying to. Yeah.
Right. And he started blowing up, like, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So we didn't. So maybe she was, you know, always home. Yeah, like you said, with the kids, and you know, probably not doing what she loved, acting, whatever else. I mean, doing rock and roll since I just found out she danced on stage doing rock music.
How y'all just find out? I knew that she was in this band when she first started. Cause she named Willow's named after the band. Oh. Yeah. So band is named after Willow, or Willow's named after the band. I can't remember which way it is.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that.
But yeah, Willow, she kind of touched it a little bit when she was like, you didn't get a chance to do you. You left your home that she said she didn't even live in the ranch at home. She automatically moved to Los Angeles to be with Will. And she says, I was still going through renovations. So she didn't get to be there because she's an animal lover. So she loved being around animals. She loved the farm. Like, she wanted to be on this farm. The secluded thing. And Will said, no, you with me now. And she, okay.
Okay, well, that's her problem. That's her fault.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Automatically is like, if he say, "Oh, you with me now," I'll be like, "Okay, that's fine. I like you and all,
right?
But I'm not moving out there. Like, I still have my life to live.
Yeah, I just bought a house.
Like it or you don't. Like,
right? How are we gonna do this? But no, not okay. And fly all the way across the country.
Yep. And if you fly all the way over, across the country to be with him, then that's just how it is. Because that's your choice, the choice you made. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so easy for us to say whatever we want because we don't know, like, you know what I mean? But I don't know. She made that choice. Mm-hmm. But this open relationship thing, though, mm-hmm. I'm trying. It's like they it's not. I'm not that much invested in it, but like you bring it up and that you don't want to talk about it. Like what you doing?
Yeah, like you can't do that.
Like
yeah,
so I want to talk about it. Like what's up with that? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because what happened?
I said it's a tease. Because the show ain't nothing but like 20-something minutes long. And what he talked about in the first half, like, and he kind of rushed through it. And then when I watched the preview for part 2, it didn't look like it had anything to do with part 1. So I seriously don't even think that he's going to follow up with anything that he said in part 1. I'm going to be so honest. He just kind of flew through it. Yeah. I guess. That's what I said, man, please. They're in an open relationship. It's okay. We ain't here to judge you. Who cares?
You still think they are? Because I mean, they don't
Yeah, they don't consider themselves as married. I believe in cold words without them saying
read out between the lines and
like we're life partners, and no matter what that word that little thing right there, like
no matter what,
telling me no matter what happens if she decides to cheat, what
right? And because remember he said that once we're married we stay married, right? Just like he felt with his wife his ex-wife that he wasn't happy with.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what caused that divorce.
What happened?
Hey,
what did he say?
I wonder what caused that divorce.
Because he didn't even touch on that either.
I can't.
She wanted a divorce.
The connection is kind of messed up, but is that because he saw Jada? Like he said, he saw Jada on The Fresh Prince? I mean, no,
Sharice wanted the divorce.
But why?
Why? You understand?
She didn't want that open relationship?
Listen. I'm wondering if the open relationship is from Jada's, like, Jada. I'm wondering if Jada's the one that's bringing up the open relationship.
I bet it's her.
Yeah, and he's like, all right, because I'm mad in love with this girl that I wanted to meet, from watching her on whatever, on A Different World. And I'm like, I'm just do what I got to do to keep her. Mm-hmm. And, I'm not saying no, to a divorce, because we're not getting a divorce. Mm-hmm. So, and, not allegedly, because she said she was a sex addict. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. It'll have to be. Okay, but, so she maybe, you don't know, like, why does it have to be him that wants an open relationship? Mm-hmm. Why can't it be her? Like, Right. And he's just like, well, whatever I got to do to whatever, because we're not getting a divorce, so.
I find this weird.
But how true is this open relationship? And who they have an open relationship with?
Well, I'm on people.com right now, and it says Will Smith. Will Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith admits she started dating Will before he was divorced from his first wife.
I was just reading that. Yep.
Yeah.
So hold up. What did you see? Where did you see this? Huh?
This is on people.com.
Okay, was it
if you remember from the part 1, Will was talking about how Dwayne Martin and Tisha Campbell Martin, they met at some type of group event. And you could see him and Jada sitting beside each other and stuff like that. You can't tell me that they didn't have any type of a relationship,
Of course.
Like, yeah, like in her being
while he was married, right?
Right. You already know.
When they said that part, I was like, okay.
Even though on the video she said no, we didn't have a
right. This means
right.
I was like, okay, all right.
Right. You don't have to lie. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you gotta lie, Craig.
You open to everything else. Just it's the red table talk.
Because people don't want, people to perceive them as something that they don't want to be perceived as.
Well, guess what?
Well, they even.
But was that a quote though?
Well, this is what she said. She said on the Red Talk where she had Cherie on, and they were discussing their relationship. She said, Jada said, because I did not understand marriage, I didn't understand divorce. I will say I probably should have fell back. And Cherie said, you think? Oh, you thought it was done?
Yep. I saw that too.
All right. You see what I'm saying? So I don't like that. And see, people don't like you said, Nadia, like I do the same thing. Cold words and reading between the lines. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? Like you say one thing and then you're gonna come at us and play us like we're dumb. Like we can't, put 2 and 2 together.
Right, and research.
Like, come on now. Like you
hey,
of course she probably was like, yeah, I want a divorce, man, because you're not even in it anymore. Mm-hmm. You're not even committed in it anymore. Like I could tell. You probably like this. You probably already knew who the other woman was.
Exactly, and she did because and another thing I read where she basically cursed her.
Huh?
You can't hear me?
Can't see you.
I can see you.
Oh, you can't see me. Okay, I know what's
going
on with you. Yeah, but she mentioned basically that Cherie mentioned that Jada was all up in this stuff. They had the moment where as you mentioned, they met up with another couple at a party, and he calls her the second she gets the "we good now." That's basically what he's saying. We good now. We free. We clear. Let's go ahead and start our thing.
Yeah. Exactly. Like, come on, y'all. Stop. Like, don't do that. Yeah. Playing us like don't do it. Just be straight up.
Right. Like, who cares? That's y'all thing. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But I'm interested because I love, like, I like y'all. How you work.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean. Yeah, everything about it is cool. I mean, they a lot of things out. There's an open window that everything's not perfect with them. So we found that out, that everything's not perfect. But it's just a weird dynamic to the relationship, and they're still being guarded. And I guess, I mean, because they celebrities, they're trying to find their pockets of what they can reveal and what they can't reveal. Right. But they talking at all sides of their mouth. That's the only thing, is you're being, you know, you're obviously, we only know what you want us to know.
Right.
Right.
But you're not doing anything to kill any kind of rumor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not doing a good job with that.
At least, like, don't piss on me and call it and say it's rain. Like, just tell me what you're not going to know about our relationship is this and this and this. Yeah. Don't on part one tell us little bits and pieces and leave it like just dangling. Like, no, just be like, listen, we're not going to let y'all know if we're in an open relationship. That's none of y'all business. And just keep it don't tiptoe around. Like, it's like so many holes in it. It's so many holes. I'm like, what the heck? Like, come on, man. Yeah. You just out your mouth said, no, I didn't do that. Like, on the same show, you just said that you did do that. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
That, like,
she must have forgot. She forgot she had that conversation where she was like, yeah, I might have stepped in a little bit too early. Yeah. She forgot about that episode.
I love me some Jada, so I ain't gonna say what I was about to say.
Oh, yes, you are.
I was about to say, well, maybe them wine, she need to lay off the wine. Wine. Okay, stop, because I love Jada. So that's
okay.
You know. But anyway, she's your best friend in my head. But no, seriously, like, you can't say one thing at the beginning of your show and then now you saying no, we weren't messing with each other. Like, yeah, you were.
Well, and here's the thing on the open relationship. You can't say, once you say you in an open relationship and they finally admit to it, now we got to know who the other people.
Right.
So you about to out a bunch of people probably, and probably some other married folks, because there was rumors that Jada was messing with Mark Anthony when Jada had that, this news back in like 2011.
I remember that.
She had a show, Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Remember, this is, okay, let's go back to this, because this is when they mentioned this timeline on that red table. They said Will had a movie, I think. Willow had Whip Your Hair Back and Forth. And Jada had her TV show Hawthorne, and they had an interview with the president that no one else had. So this is the thing. And he says, we're winning on all levels professionally.
Is it itchy now?
But during that time, they were not doing so in their personal lives. Well, also during that time where she was on Hawthorne, there was rumors that she was getting with her, I think he was on the show, Mark Anthony, who at the time was married to J-Lo, and J-Lo and Mark Anthony ended up getting divorced.
Yo.
I need to Google why they got divorced. Was it because of Jada?
Whoa!
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah, allegedly. Wow! All
right, I'm Googling. Claire, are you on?
Did you hear about the letter from August Alsina?
No, I didn't see the
You muted.
I did?
We can't hear it. No, can you hear Claire? Because I can't hear Claire.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just turned you up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had the video off from handling something with the 5-year-old. No, I didn't hear. I didn't hear the letter. I just remember when he came on her show.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I had the letter right here.
That's the guy who had the addiction.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
I have the letter right. What the heck? I have the letter right here. I'm gonna read the letter. It was a birthday message. I don't have on my glasses, guys, so please bear with me.
That's the young guy, right?
Yeah, the singer.
Yeah, he's young though.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yep. Okay. So he said, God's divine order, and you are an example of God's divinity and its covering over my life. A beautiful, complex individual you are. I could spend a lifetime decoding you. Read between that line. Okay. Because I know what decoding means. I am into HTML. So let me stop.
Girl.
Let me see. Decoding you. Thank you for your laughter. Thank you for seeing my heart and character and not measuring me based upon what I come from. You see me for who I am and what I'm going to be, even when I can't see me. Thank you for challenging me on a daily basis. Like, thank you for challenging me on a daily basis. That sounds like somebody that you're in a relationship with. To me, that sounds like somebody you're in a relationship with.
Well,
huh?
I said, well, it could be. Remember, he was addicted to his stuff.
He was, but thank you for challenging me. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying, but still, that sounds like somebody you're in a relationship with. You're a little piece of heaven here on earth. The fortune in my cookie. Who says that? The vet to my rookie. Hold on, because my phone decides it want to just do whatever. So the vet to my rookie. You are love personified. There hasn't been enough diction created to articulate or express the capacity of my love for you. It is simply beyond measure in human comprehension. So as my soul continues this quest, I just like to say happy birthday, best. You're nothing like the rest.
That's a song.
Now, if that don't sound like somebody come on, that sounds like somebody who's in love. I don't care what you say. The way he was looking at because you say you saw the interview with him at the red table, right?
Right.
It didn't look like it was like some type of just when he would talk, she kind of was like I just can't. I don't know. Y'all just gotta watch it.
I saw it. Hey, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm coming back in.
It just looked like her body language towards him is kind of like, yeah, we've been there. We've been there before. So I ain't know.
I gotta see that again.
But open relationship, yeah.
Open.
It is. They got that.
Why? Okay, so why wouldn't you agree with an open relationship again? I came in late.
I see myself with one person. Like I said, this is Nadia. This is Nadia's view. That one person I can build a home with. I can have a partnership with somebody. We could, just that partnership. Somebody I could build with. Somebody I could tell my personal business to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want everybody, in my business and then coming out of my personal space, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. And then you have to worry about other stuff. You have to worry about, people feelings getting into it, and you got to worry about your health, STDs. Mm-hmm. You got to worry about all this stuff with open relationships, and it's just too much. Too much.
Yeah.
You can get tested and stuff.
You can get tested, but guess what? That money could be going to helping pay these bills right here into opening a new business.
And you ain't getting tested every day. So in between your tests, you could get positive.
Well, do you think it'll be on the same lines as polygamy?
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I'm not saying it's the same thing, but when I think of open relationship, it does kind of seem like it goes hand in hand.
I mean, yeah. Because usually with those relationships, they're building their economy. Mm-hmm. This girl here.
But yeah, but no, I don't believe.
I'm testing it. I'm just seeing what you say.
I'm not with polygamy either. So
I just don't. Yeah, like what's the point?
Yeah, like it's just, and they always say that. Well, our ancestors in Africa, they got many wives. Like, okay.
Well, they did that. They did that for economic. That's economic.
Right.
First was economic. Love wasn't even really in the picture.
Right. People think about pleasure now. That's what
it was
the generation thinks about. Pleasure.
Yeah. Right. That was a whole building up their resources.
Mm-hmm.
We got this. This your duty. This your duty. This your duty. This your duty. So we can survive.
Right.
Kind of thing. So I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know if that'll work right now in this environment that we're in.
Even though people are trying it out, like I just can't see this generation really it being effective at this point.
No,
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think people. I think it's just more pleasure than it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Okay. No, I ain't with that.
Well, you just think it may have not been Will's idea. Just always think that. We're so quick to be like, he came out with that idea. Oh, it was him because he's
I don't think it was him.
I think it was Jada. She didn't want
what
this.
You said theirs?
Yeah, I mean, all signs point to Jada as the initiator of this. All the minute boyfriends and dating Will, and whether it was during the divorce or much sooner than the divorce. This rumors with her and Mark Anthony, like, I know, man, I know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Mm-hmm. So, which we don't really hear too many rumors with Jada. Will's been, kissing up on a bunch of actresses in the movies, but we don't hear where it's gone too cozy or too snug. We don't really hear that. So, I don't know, Jada. So, I don't know. We'll see. She keep having these red tables. They're gonna come out eventually. Hey, I'm really interested in hearing about the I don't think this was in the first season. I think it's upcoming with what's her name, Leah Remedy or whatever from the Scientologist.
Yep. Oh, is she gonna be on there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I want to know what's going on with Will Smith, Jada, and Scientology. So that's. I don't know if they still in it or not, but
because didn't he just say that?
In the world to me.
Didn't he say that at the beginning when he opened up the tabletop? He said, "You know how I'm into science and."
Oh yeah, well he definitely say he into science. Yep.
That is the.
Yeah.
Because that religion or whatever, because I think they did classify themselves as a religion so they don't get taxed and all this other stuff. That was made by a scam artist. Scientology was in. These people are. It's kind of weird that you would be involved with that, because you have to know the history. They teach it. So I don't know. That's just a weird thing to know that it was invented by a scam artist, and you so like, that's cool. It's those guys' perks as long as I pay into it.
Right. Well, let's run with this. We can do lots of things with this. Yeah, let's do that. I wonder.
Or the fact that the founder was a racist, but
I was just thinking of that. I didn't want to say it, but
like why would you even
dip your toe in that creek?
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing in the world. But anyways, that's his choice, I guess.
Teach his own.
Yeah.
I guess some things you have to choose to be a part of to climb higher in popularity.
Oh.
Why he got so many jobs and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're going to address some more rumors about that we've been talking about on that Scientology episode, because there's a excerpt from it where they say, Will says, let's clear some rumors. Scientology, swingers, just historical rumors. So he's saying historical rumors.
He better put his drawers in that table talk too. He better get drawers right on that table. Put it all there. I want to see all this. Let me hear what you got to say.
Yes.
Because no. What you ain't gonna do is you're not gonna entice me to come and watch the show, and then you don't address it. Oh, okay. And then you want to move on to the next topic with somebody else? No, the D is gonna be writing those comments like, okay, let's go back to the last video. Did this happen? Like, no, don't try to make it sound all tantalizing. I want to hear everything about this. Swingers, come with it.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Hey, yeah, we'll see. Because what's her name again? Leah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What did we call her? She was on Saved by the Bell. I forgot her name on Saved by the Bell. You remember she was on Saved by the Bell?
Yes, and I thought she was a butch woman. That's how I thought of her when I was younger, because she had that New York, I'm gonna take charge. No, wait,
that's
no.
Not her.
She was at the beach party.
Yeah,
the beach party.
Her dad owned
who's the other girl?
I can't remember. I don't know her name.
Okay.
She was the one that wore the leather jacket. Is what you talking about?
Yeah. I'm confusing two characters. She was at the beach house with her dad, Brandon.
Yeah, when they went to the resort, she was
Yeah.
Which but yeah, she's speaking out on that. On the way she was treated, like how she grew up in it, and because she was in it since she was young.
Yeah.
Because her parents. And there's some stuff like I even watched like, was it? It's like a cult show or something like that on. Is it ID channel maybe? The ID channel. Yeah, and
she had her own show for a while too.
Yeah, and on that show, that show where they talk about cults and there was a lady that talked about like Scientology and all the stuff that went on in it, and it'll blow your mind. Like it would blow your mind. So now that makes me think. Now, maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe I should tune into this rant table or the next discussion that Will's going to have.
It comes on tomorrow, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes me wonder if maybe after joining Scientology, did they have these open relationships? Because a lot of that was going on, according to this lady on that show that I watched. A lot of that was going on in Scientology, according to the lady.
I could see where that comes from.
Like husbands, you would be separated from your husbands and all this kind of stuff. So, like, or you just. So we'll see.
Does it come on tomorrow?
But Scientology now is like really, it's in Hollywood, man. It's all up in there. Probably contributing to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Money wise, so you just never know why certain people get certain get roles and stuff like that. So for the people that are a part of it, like Tom Cruise and them, because I think Tom Cruise, what's his ex-wife, or whatever, like she's not a part of it anymore, right? I don't think so. Is she?
Right, with Katie Holmes. That's what, and apparently he can't see his kids because they are not in Scientology. That's the rumors.
What, he can't see? You said?
Yeah, he won't see, because if you're not in Scientology, you're not supposed to socialize family or friends.
Yep, that's one of the things. I'm gonna find that episode so you can check it out. What's going on here? Okay, so anyways, yeah, exactly. So, there's a lot, like, after seeing that episode, because this was a couple of years ago now that I saw that episode with that lady, and she was like, she was in it, had her kids in it, everything. So she escaped it, and it was hard because trying to escape it, they were like telling on her and treating her all kind, and as a matter of fact, she was still married and her husband couldn't speak to her no more.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
these religions you jump into, right?
So listen,
Scientology.
Listen, guys, this is a little deeper than us.
Isn't ology? Doesn't ology mean the study of? Ology.
Ology means, yeah.
So Scientology means the study of science,
sure.
Right? How the heck is this a religion? Like, I
can't. Well, like
because they need them tax write-offs.
Yeah, like Derek said,
that is ridiculous, man.
Because they own probably a bunch of land and other things.
Oh, you already know it. You already know it. Probably half the media.
I mean, this man, the owner, he said some sick stuff, man. Some sick racist stuff. It's crazy, but maybe we'll see. Said some nasty stuff. So, and had nasty beliefs, but you can say somebody is, but other people are like, well, no, that's not. He's not. But we'll see, because when I'm trying to even, I guess we'll have to wait, because I can't remember when they announced that they were they joined Scientology or into Scientology. I'm trying to remember.
Who? Will and Jada?
Yeah.
I just remember it
was right early on.
Like around that time where what's his name? Tom Cruise appeared on Oprah show and started jumping on the couch.
Yeah, so
this is when everything started to unfold, and this is when I heard they were in it, and then that's when I saw more of Will around him.
Right.
So I wonder if that was around that time he started.
Right.
Yeah. Being
That's right. That's
yeah.
when you're exactly right, because so that means that they've been married for a good while. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
This life is a matrix.
Yeah, that's sad though. He won't even go see his kids. That's some messed up stuff. So is Katie really with Jamie Foxx for real or no? Is that fake?
Yeah.
Katie, they are together for real?
I don't know if they're still together, but they definitely were.
Yep.
They together?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Jamie.
Jamie.
Dang. Really?
Oh, let me not say that last word.
Because the last time no, it's not you, it's me. Apparently, when I say that word, the F word.
Yeah.
His
don't
last
say
name.
FX.
His last name.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah. No, I did put it in the thing. Yeah. Don't be saying the F bomb. So just call him Jamie.
Only Jamie. No, the last name, not the name.
Yeah.
You were like, what?
You said you wasn't sure if I knew about it?
Yeah, I couldn't remember if I put it in the text message or not, or if I just told Clay.
Now people are gonna be like, "What are y'all talking about?"
Could we tell? Can we tell?
You can't just inside joke and not share it.
I know it sucks. Whatever.
Okay, so yeah.
No.
Yeah, you could. Because I already mentioned prior, so it goes back. I said that we were trying to promote the show on Google through Google Ads, and they wouldn't promote our show because they said it was shocking. And we were talking about 90s TV shows, so I don't know what was shocking about it. So I responded to Google, and Google responded back, and they said that we used profanity. We dropped the F-bomb. And they said the specific time when we supposedly dropped the F-bomb. So I went and checked out that time, and Claire was mentioning Jamie
Foxx.
F-O-X. Oh, no, don't say it again.
Jamie,
now we can't promote this show.
Jamie Foxx. Jamie
well, we ain't going to be able to promote the show. They said that Jamie F-O-X-X was it sounded to their robot that it was a curse word, and they could not promote the show because profanity was used. Shocking profanity. And despite me saying, hey, would you have someone listen to the show? Clearly, it was not a curse word. It was F-O-X-X. And they said, sorry, you're going to have to edit it out. And I didn't feel like editing it out. So just Google hating again.
I said Jamie Foxx.
Dang.
Again? Would you watch him?
Wow. We're going to be kicked off of YouTube.
Yes!
You keep using that language,
like,
man.
Jamie Foxx, like Red Fox, like the brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. You know, you used to type that in.
It's a family show. You are too.
This was a family show. Now I got to go change it from everyone to explicit.
You just dragged it through the mud. Just smuck. Just nasty.
You know how many people? I don't even go around cursing and stuff. I don't even do that. You know how many people have channels and stuff like that say all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff.
And they still get promoted and stuff like that. So
Jamie
Foxx.
Well, guys, the show has gone off the rails. The language is out of control right now. I think I need to cut us off before this gets any worse, and it's heading down. So I don't know if we'll have an episode 12 next week because of the language. We may be booted off of YouTube. You might have to find us on Facebook, which you can do at Sunday Night Vibe Podcast. And you might have to just find us on Instagram or Twitter, SNV Podcast. So go ahead and do that. Make sure you subscribe and share. I'm cutting this off. She's had enough. This is ridiculous. We'll see you next week, guys.